Hi, this exercise is for the gluteus muscle and for resetting the musculature or behavior between the muscles on the front side of the hip and the muscles of the back side of the hip. With pain and chronic problems or hip and groin problems, the signals of pain will go out into the muscles, and certain muscles respond by tightening and holding and guarding like a cast, which are the muscles in the front. Other muscles will get weaker, and those are the muscles in the back. So the muscles that actually push me off and drive me forward are inhibited. The muscles that keep me bent over and sitting are activated. Maybe because in an old-time fashion or a primordial fashion, the body has a problem, gets a pain signal, and it says, well, get off your feet and sit down. And so that's how we're kind of wired. But to get out of that particular trap, so to speak, we need to maybe release, and the therapist will work on that area of the hip and try to desensitize it to pressure and get it to be more tolerant of any type of tension, and also work on stretching. The strengthening part, nobody can do that for you, so you have to do this. So the best place to do this little exercise to both stretch the front and the thigh and the hip capsule and activate the glute is maybe on a sofa at home or something like this, so that your leg is hanging into a position which is similar to the position of walking and pushing off your foot, so the leg behind your midline. Now I could put a pillow under my butt or something to lift myself up higher, but if I can hang my leg off and keep my knee a little bent, I feel the stretch going down the front of the thigh. That's a good position to activate the butt muscle. So all I have to do is push my foot into the ground, lift my butt a little bit, and squeeze it on that left side and really pump it. So when I do this exercise, I would recommend a big number, because you don't go for a walk for 10 steps and then stop and come home. You don't get very far with sets of 10. When I go for a walk, I'm walking hundreds of steps. So my goal here is to maybe shoot for 100. Now if I get tired first, well good, I got my exercise. That's exercise, getting tired. If I'm getting pain, be very careful and mindful that when you stop at your exercise, that pain goes away within a few seconds of stopping. Just like pulling my finger causes pain, then when I let go, it's gone. That's fair. Lingering pain that lasts a lot longer or the rest of the evening, that's more of a discussion with your therapist for next time. In any case, if you have the clearance to do this exercise, I bring one leg up as if it's stepping forward. So if I was upright, this leg would be stepping forward. This trailing leg would be behind me, pushing off the ground to push me forward. Now I'm in this similar position. Now all I'm going to do is lie on the couch and just pump my butt. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pushing my foot into the floor here through the heel to activate my butt more. So push through your heel bone if you're going to pump onto the floor. That activates the glute. Then I'm just working on that firing of the muscle in this stretched out position, so that when I get up and walk, this will become much easier again. And I'm just going to keep going. I typically do my age every day, and I'm no spring chicken, but I'm also not retired yet. So I'm in my 50s, so I'm doing sets of 50. When I get to be 70, I'm going to be doing sets of 70, because the longer I'm on this plant, the more attention I probably need. So that little firing, now I'm starting to feel this getting tired. Well, that's good. It's not so painful as much as I feel the tension and I feel the fatigue. And now, mission accomplished, because I feel the heat building up. In reality, I'm not too concerned about how many repetitions. My goal is to get a little sense of fatigue. And that usually takes about 30 seconds of continuous exercise to start feeling that fatigue. Most muscles have 30 seconds of fuel stored in them. And so it's going to take about 30 seconds. And if I'm going to pump in 2 and 3, 1 per second, give or take around 30 repetitions, I'll start feeling that heat build up. From there, it's a matter of, that's when the exercise actually begins. And so I try to shoot for a little bit more until I feel that heat build up and I feel like I've done something substantial. And then you're done. So that's a really good exercise that both activate the extensor muscle that drives me forward and also stretching the front hip. Now the therapist can help you stretch, and that's what we do in the clinic, but the strengthening part is in your court because nobody can strengthen you. You have to do that work. So here's an easy way to do it, watching television. I call this a chewing gum exercise because once you're set up, you're just pumping it, and it's about as much concentration as chewing gum. That can be done several times a day. Now, if I'm a runner and I need to go really far back, I might go off the side of a bed and see if I can get my leg to the floor in a bigger amount of extension, and then maybe put a little something on the floor if it's too far away that I can push my foot into to stimulate maybe a position that's way back here for somebody who's running and has problems in that hip area. So try that exercise, see if that helps get your butt muscle back online, helps reset the tension tolerance of the hip and the joint, and then things can go back to normal and you can get back out there and have some fun going for a walk. All right, good luck. I hope that helps. Take care.